And you bring up a really good point, Alpha. How many of us have the belief that not every part of our life can work all at the same time?
Oh, obviously.
Yeah. And what is that? What nonsense!
Yeah.
I want to spit at it. What is you know, where do we get this thought? Why can't we have a loving relationship, a home we really enjoy, meaningful work, lovely friends that we see when the time is right, and the ability to give our gift to the world? I mean, how is that asking too much?
Amen. Yeah.
Because somewhere along the line we've got taught it was too good to be true, or you don't deserve it, or just wait, the next thing is going to happen, and then it's not going to be that way anymore. And that may be true, but couldn't we at least enjoy it while it's all in alignment? Why should we be anticipating that all of a sudden it's not going to be in alignment anymore? And then who's to say that when it changes, that that's really a bad thing, right? You know the story, the Chinese man, right, whose horse ran away, right? You all know the story?
Tell it.
The Chinese man whose horse ran away, and the village people all came, oh, we're so sorry your horse ran away. And he said, well, maybe that's bad. Maybe it's not. A few days later, the horse came back, the beautiful black stallion following. And the villagers all rushed around. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful stallion. What an amazing thing. Isn't this fabulous that this has happened? And the man said, well, maybe it's good, and maybe it's not. So they had this beautiful second horse, and and the son wanted to ride it because this was a magnificent animal. And so the son decided to start learning how to ride it, and of course the horse would have nothing to do with it, bucked him off, broke his leg. Villagers, oh, this is a terrible thing. This is terrible. And the man said, well, maybe it is, and maybe it's not. While the son's laid up with his broken leg, the army comes through, conscripting all the able-bodied young men in the village. Son's tied, laying there with a broken leg, and so can't be taken into the army. Is it good or is it bad? Do you see? So things, while things are constantly changing, and maybe constantly changing, that doesn't mean that our life is not working. It's we who label it good or bad, and we think, okay, this is it. It's all. Now, nobody move. Right? Like that's going to happen. And so that's where I think, again, Paul, your comment about I don't want to preach fearlessness, just like I don't want to preach fear. I don't want to preach I don't want to preach joy because the external life is working. Because things will change. I don't want to preach that that's the reason for our joy, right? That the freedom is well, it's true. I mean, I don't mean to harp on the surfing thing, but the joy is in riding the waves, and the waves, and the waves, and the next one, and one will curl beautifully, and you'll ride it, and it'll be the best ride, and the next one doesn't curl at all, and the third one wipes you out. And so what an amazing experience of freedom we have when we really allow ourselves to engage in life that way.